Hi, how are you? My name is Andrea. I'm a certified Take Shape for Life health coach. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I am going to prepare something for you that I'm hoping that you have all of these ingredients in your home. I probably should have put out this video a couple of weeks ago, but I only did it for myself about 4 or 5 days ago. It's something that I had been thinking about because I truly love the orange shake from Medifast, but not a lot of people cook with it. And I do love to cook with it. It doesn't have a very strong, like, orange citrusy flavor. It's more like a creamsicle kind of a flavor. But orange and ginger go together really well. I love orange and ginger together. In fact, when I was an aromatherapist, I used to use like tangerine oil with, ginger oil together all the time. It was clean and herbal, but sweet at the same time. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to be using the orange shake from Medifast, the gingerbread soft bake from Medifast, the maple brown sugar oatmeal from Medifast, and I'm going to use the chocolate chip pancakes from Medifast. You can use any of the pancakes. You can even use the spice pancakes. The gingerbread doesn't need another level of allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon in it. It's already got a lot. You know what I mean? So instead of using my original pancake, I'm just going to use this. It's just another thing to add to this concoction that bakes like cake. The only two things in here that bake like cake are the soft bake and the pancake. These two are not supposed to be made like a cake. This is a drink and this is oatmeal, right? But if you combine these four together, there's enough baking properties in these two so that you're just adding flavor and texture with these two, okay? I'm going to put all four of them into one bowl, and we're going to be making a Thanksgiving themed waffle. We're actually going to be making 4 servings. There's a few things that I love about this recipe. First of all, it has no condiments in it. I don't like to make my Medifast meals with condiments on a regular basis. Yes, every once in a while I'll put some cheese in something, or ketchup, or something like that, low sugar ketchup. But this has just water, and it comes out delicious, and it goes everywhere. Sometimes the packets, it's almost like they're giving you the finger. Does it feel like that? It just does not want to open and spill properly. Only sometimes. This seems like a lot of powder. It is a lot of powder. It's 4 meals. Oh, what's the other thing that I like about this meal? I also like the fact that it freezes really well. Freezes beautifully. I still have 1 serving in my freezer, and I'm just going to keep it in there. And then now I'm going to make 4 more. Put them into my freezer. Actually, I'm going to keep 1 out because it's time for me to eat. So I'm going to be putting 3 more into my freezer. I'll take a Sharpie marker and I'll put like a little 1 on here or something so that I know that I should eat this one before I eat the other 3 that I'm going to put in there. But I ate 2 of these, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Delicious. Absolutely delicious out of the freezer. Pop it in the microwave for 15 seconds. And that's all it needed was 15 seconds. Delicious. Okay, so I have 1 cup of water here. I'm going to put about 3/4 of it mix, and then I'm going to see what it looks like. It smells so good. You can smell the orange slightly, and it's like I said, it's like a vanilla orange smell. And the ginger is very strong. I love the smell of the ginger. You can smell the maple flavoring in the oatmeal. To me, this doesn't really taste anything like oatmeal. The oatmeal is in there for, binding qualities. I also put in the oatmeal because I'm making waffles. My waffle maker has 4 sections. If I use 3 meals in this, my counts are going to be all thrown off. I want this to be equal to a regular Medifast meal, 4 of them, right? 3/4 of this cup was not quite enough. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest. It's very thick. You can add more water to it if you want. Sometimes adding more water to stuff doesn't really help the process. Sometimes adding more water can make things kind of dry out. So I try to keep my batter on the thick side. So we know that there's 16 tablespoons in a cup, right? You knew that, right? Get yourself a chart. I have a chart right over there on my fridge. I'm not going to go get it right now because my hands are full. But I have a chart on my fridge, and I don't even know why I didn't have that my entire life, because it's so convenient to have a chart of how many ounces a cup is, how many milliliters a teaspoon is, like that kind of thing, because in this kind of a plan, when you're really watching what you eat, you have to be able to count. You have to be able to add things together and see what they count as for your plan, okay? This is exactly 1 cup of water with 4 Medifast meals. It makes 2 decent sized waffles. This is 4 meals. We're making 2 waffles, so we're gonna be eating a half of a waffle per meal. I spray my waffle maker with this. Says it's 0 counts on everything. I have to give it a spritz or else, you know, we don't want disaster. This is my waffle maker, just a standard Oster. Is that how you say it? Oster. I got it at Target. It was $19.99. I used the hell out of this thing. It's fantastic. It heats up really fast, but really the Medifast meals in the waffle maker are fantastic. And the reason why it's a little junky down there is because I made some protein waffles for my husband that didn't quite work out so well, but that's okay. I keep this thing on my counter pretty much all the time, so it gets used about 4 to 5 times a week. This is about half of the mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and close that down. I'm gonna time it for 1:45. It's rising. Okay, this is 1 minute 45 seconds. And it is absolutely perfect. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put more batter in. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm going to add to it. Now, I said that these meals didn't have any condiments in them. I didn't say that I wasn't going to put a condiment on it. Okay, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this. This is low-fat cream cheese, or Neufchâtel cheese. Neufchâtel? Yeah. If you look at low-fat cream cheese, a lot of times it says cream cheese type food. Low fat is Neufchâtel cheese. Okay, it's kind of like a Dutch cheese. I think it's Dutch. Anyway, it comes in a brick just like regular cream cheese does, or regular Philly cream cheese does. But I like to put it into a container because then it doesn't go dry and crusty on the edges. I don't have to deal with that square box thing. I don't like to deal with that. Then this is a perfect container. This only has like 2 or 3 tablespoons out of it, and it's 1 brick of low-fat cream cheese. This way I can just spoon it. I'm going to be putting 1 tablespoon of low-fat cream cheese in here. Low-fat cream cheese is considered a condiment with Medifast. Regular cream cheese is considered a healthy fat option with Medifast. So use whatever you want, eat whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you that I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of this into a ramekin. I got this thing a few weeks ago. I absolutely love it for oils and other stuff like that, stuff that's a little bit more liquidy. It's a little difficult to get cream cheese out of this guy and then get everything out that you are giving yourself, you're allotted, So I'm just going to use a regular spoon. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 10 seconds only. Low-fat cream cheese goes crazy in the microwave. I don't know why, but at 8 seconds I turned it off because it starts to bubble and pop and it's like explosions going on in there. And now look what I found at the grocery store. Of course, because it's Thanksgiving time, pumpkin pie spice extract. It doesn't have any sugar in it. It's got alcohol. Nice. It's got water and it's got spice extractives. So here's my tablespoon of cream cheese. And here's my pumpkin pie spice. I'm going to put 1 drop. 1 drop. A bloop. I'm going to mix this with what I'm going to use to spread it on my waffle because I don't want to miss out on anything. It smells so good. I'm not adding any sugar. Is the extract a condiment? What do you think? It's up to you. You can call nutrition support if you want. We used maybe 2 drops in there. It's so subtle. It's so nice. It's so nice. Okay. Oh, hot. So there's your 4 Medifast meals. They're pretty big, they're the size of my hand. So again, we get a half of one of these waffles. But the waffles don't look exactly the same, do they? No. Scale time. So I broke the waffles into 8 pieces and quarters. And I'm going to now weigh them and group them together so that they are as even as possible. Boom. It's really easy to do. You just play with them. You shuffle them around a little bit until they're all about the same weight, okay? So 2 of these are my meal. I'm going to put them on a plate because I want to be somewhat sophisticated. And I'm going to spread my cream cheese, my pumpkin pie flavored cream cheese on there. Don't lick knives, just lick windows. This is pretty much all of the cream cheese. I mean, if I was a beast, which I am, I'd lick the inside of that later. That's a decent amount of cream cheese. That's 1 tablespoon. Doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it covered the entire thing. It's going to give just enough moisture so that this is more decadent, okay? It makes it more decadent. Okay, so these are Stop and Shop brand Tupperware Rubbermaid things, okay? You don't need to have a Stop and Shop. I'm sure Ziploc or your local store brand makes something that's about this size. It's probably like an 8-ounce container. I'm not going to weigh it out or anything like that. You could also get smaller containers, and before you put all of your cream cheese into a separate container, and you know you like certain extracts, like pumpkin pie spice or something, you could do this in advance so that all you do is take out a spoon, take out a tablespoon of it, and slap it on your waffle, or on your baby cakes donuts, or on your soft bake, or whatever. These are a little bit smaller. These are Ziploc brand, and I think they come in packs of 8. I use these a lot because my kid is addicted to ketchup, like addicted. So I buy the low sugar ketchup and I give it to him with his school lunch. This might hold like 3 or 4 ounces, maybe like half of this, okay? So if you know that you like certain extracts with cream cheese, you could do this in advance. It's all about preparing, right? You know, prepare to fail to prepare, prepare to fail kind of a thing. Okay, so what else goes good with cream cheese as extract-wise? I wouldn't do peppermint. Peppermint would be a little weird. Almond extract would be delicious. Absolutely delicious. You can get orange extract. You can even get coffee extract. There's a lot of different extracts. You can even just make vanilla. And you could put a couple of stevia packets or even just 1 stevia packet in here if you wanted it to be sweet. That's Laughing Cow, people. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg on Laughing Cow. Not that Laughing Cow is all that expensive. But you can also put a little bit of dried seasoning in cream cheese and put that, like float a dollop of that into your soup. It's 1 condiment. Cream cheese, low-fat cream cheese or Neufchâtel cheese is delicious. You can flavor it savory, you can flavor it sweet. You cannot even use any sugar, you cannot use any salt. You can use sugar, you can use salt, you can do whatever you want. But if you get these little things, then you can do them in advance. And it makes your food more delicious. And the more delicious your food is, the more you're going to eat it. And the more you eat healthier foods, the more it'll become a habit and your body will get healthier because you are what you eat. How corny am I? My name is Andrea. I'm a certified Take Shape for Life health coach. If you have any questions about this recipe, what should I call it? Thanksgiving waffles, this recipe, or anything else, give me a shout. All of my information is below. Talk to you later. Bye.